All right, welcome. Today we're doing something a little different. We're going to take that boring old grocery list and turn it into a powerful toolkit, a toolkit for managing blood sugar. So let's jump right in.
If you're trying to manage your blood sugar, whether it's for diabetes, prediabetes, anything like that, that one question, what am I supposed to eat, can be just overwhelming, right? There's so much noise out there, it's so easy to feel totally lost. But what if we could look at it in a whole new way?
Yeah, let's just shift our thinking. Instead of focusing on all the things you can't eat, let's talk about all the amazing things you can. We're going to reframe this whole thing. Think of your food, your grocery list, as a dietary toolkit. Every item is a tool with a very specific, very important job to do for your body. So, first up in our toolkit, we've got the everyday powerhouses. Think of these as the absolute foundation of your kit, the heavy-duty, reliable staples you can build your whole health plan on. And who's in this powerhouse lineup? We're talking eggs, leafy greens, spinach, kale, legumes like beans, Greek yogurt, and good old broccoli. The great thing is, they're all packed with nutrients, they're low in carbs, and you can find them anywhere. So let's really dig in and see what makes them so great. Okay, eggs. The real magic of eggs is their staying power. Seriously, a breakfast with high-fat, low-carb eggs can keep your blood sugar steady for hours. And this is a great example of how science changes, right? You probably remember the old warnings about eggs and heart disease, especially for diabetics. Well, that's pretty much been turned on its head. We now know that for most people, it's actually the saturated fat you might eat with the eggs that matters more for your cholesterol, not the cholesterol in the egg. So, new research? It says that eating up to 12 eggs a week as part of a healthy diet is totally fine and doesn't raise your risk factors. How about that? Now let's talk yogurt. And when it comes to yogurt, there is a clear, hands-down winner: Greek yogurt. It's not even close. Why? Well, it's just packed with way more protein, which is awesome for keeping you full and helping with weight management. And the big one? It has way fewer carbs than your average regular yogurt. And get this is wild. A huge long-term study, we're talking over 100,000 people, found that eating yogurt every day was linked to an 18% lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. 18%. That's not just a small thing. That is a seriously powerful tool to have in your kit. Okay, so we've got our foundation built. Now let's add the next set of tools: healthy fats. And you should really think of these as your body's protectors, like a personal security detail. Because let's be real, if you're managing diabetes, heart health is a huge concern. And these foods, they are your first line of defense. So what's in this protector squad? We've got oily fish like salmon, those amazing creamy avocados, nuts, think walnuts and almonds, extra virgin olive oil, and flax seeds. Every single one of them is just loaded with the kind of fats that protect your heart and your whole cardiovascular system. Let's geek out on the science for just a second because this is so cool. Take extra virgin olive oil. It has something called oleic acid. And this isn't just fat. It works almost like a prescription medicine. It helps you control your blood sugar, it can lower your triglycerides, and it even stimulates a hormone, GLP-1, which is literally the thing that tells your brain, hey, you're full, you can stop eating now. Amazing, right? And then there's the avocado. Come on, it's pretty much the perfect food for this toolkit. Check this out. Less than 1 gram of sugar, tons of fiber, and all those healthy fats. It is basically designed by nature to stop blood sugar spikes in their tracks. So it's really no surprise that people who eat avocados tend to have better diets overall and even lower body weights. All right, are you ready for the fun part? I like to call these the kitchen's secret weapons. These are the tools that give you that extra edge. They're the health boosters that come with some really unique and powerful benefits. So what are these secret weapons? We've got those tiny but mighty chia seeds, apple cider vinegar, all kinds of colorful berries, garlic, versatile squash, and my personal favorite, the amazing shirataki noodles. Let's zoom in on a couple of these because they're awesome. So how do chia seeds work their magic? It's actually a really simple but brilliant process. That fiber in the seeds, it literally just slows down how fast food moves through your system. And because of that, sugar gets absorbed much more slowly, much more gradually. What does that mean for you? No more of those nasty, sharp spikes in blood sugar. It's just a fantastic tool for keeping things stable all day long. Okay, have you ever heard of shirataki noodles? If not, you've gotta listen up. Their secret weapon is a special kind of fiber called glucomannan. This stuff is, well, it's incredible. It's super viscous, which basically means it makes you feel really, really full. And on top of that, studies show it can actually lower your blood sugar levels after a meal. I'm telling you, for anyone who loves pasta, this is an absolute game changer. And hey, here's a super simple swap you could make, like, tonight for dinner. A lot of us think of sweet potatoes as the go-to healthy carb, right? But squash, things like butternut or spaghetti squash, actually has less sugar. It's a fantastic substitute that gives you that same satisfying starchy feeling, but with a much lower hit to your blood sugar. So we've gone through all the different tools in our kit. We've got our powerhouses, our protectors, our secret weapons. Now let's pull it all together into a really simple action plan you can actually use next time you're at the grocery store. Okay, so this really brings it all home. Let's just do a quick recap of our 3 toolkit categories. First, you've got your everyday powerhouses, your eggs, your greens. These are for building that solid, nutrient-packed foundation for every meal. Next up, you've got your healthy fats, the olive oil, the avocados. Their job is to be your heart's protectors. And finally, you've got your secret weapons, chia seeds, squash. These are for that extra boost, for really fine-tuning your blood sugar control. See, every category has a clear job to do. So here's the most important thing to take away from all of this. What you have now isn't a list of restrictive rules. It's a toolkit. It's a set of options. That means you have the power. You're in control of your health. So the only real question left is, which one of these amazing tools are you going to add to your plate first?